On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
Looking to throw right away. He's on the move. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19! Warriors 70! Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. Brought in by Ford. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
79 Broncos! Let's go! Go!
Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out in the clear. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Ready? Buffalo 18! 19 tight! 19 tight!
They've got a man in motion. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ford straight ahead. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Trap 60! Trap 60!
2nd and 6 now. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Stay with Tiger. Hey, Ray. Ready?
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He lobs it deep middle. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Washington touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. A give up the middle to Ford. He's got to gain a 6 there. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Another one for Ford. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Cougar 19. 70 range.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Ready. 18, drop. 18, let's go.
Back to throw. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Only took a one-play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. Another big rip for him. Along the sideline inside the 25. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here we go. Set. Set go.
2nd and 10 now. Connects with Bateman. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I'm sure Coach, your play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41.
60 bicep.
Throwing now off play action. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns break the tie here in the 1st. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action now for Herbert. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Herbert on 1st down. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it down to a single point. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tied. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Tracking 60.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the... They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To throw it on 1st down. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 41. That throw finds Kittle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. To throw, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. Second down. Here's Herbert. The Browns close in and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Washington calls it second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Browns in a dime set, third down coming, trying to lock up those passing lanes. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So a punt coming up on fourth down. And it's the Ghent Belgian native, Corliss Waitman, with the honors. He'll get it at the 9. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Running left, here's Ford. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns, who have 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they chase him out of bounds. That's going to be a sack. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
After the sack, another pass on second down. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go! 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here he is on third and long. Buys time, rolling right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Herbert from the gun. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one doesn't go far. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
On 3rd down, Herbert fits it through the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds his back complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
59.
Here's a give up the middle. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it!
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come 19.
They'll come out throwing. Launches one deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
This is ahead for about 5. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
18 Rattler.
Third down from the gun. That one complete to Njoku. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Okay, ready?
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Panther 11. Panther.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Spinning his way to the end zone. Touchdown. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Herbert now. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it up. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field. 3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Go. Baylor Tigers. Really?
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Flushed out of the pocket. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Set up. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
19 Tribe Warriors. 70. Hup.
Looking for a throw here. Finding Judy. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in.
Quarter of play with the score from
Got it. Ready?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Drop goal 80. Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion. He'll throw it yet again. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 12 in the fourth. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want two here.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they were on him from the start. He's brought down for a massive loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
21.
Throwing now, Herbert. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18, go!
They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
19 tight, 19 tight. Tap 60, tap 60.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run. Deep. He's got it inside the 10. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Now Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
From the gun on third down. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 3-score game in the fourth. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns go up by 19. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We got time on 3rd down.
Ray. Let's go.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
5-9. Hey, Kaplan. What is it?
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff running left, forward. He still has room inside the 30. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Past the 60.
give up the middle to Ford. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hawk 70. Ready?
Another one for Ford. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the